Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. This video I put together today for you is a key example, a prime example of why you need to be subscribed to at least a channel like mine that covers the most up-to-date information, because right now the rate of information is coming out in the way that the silver stacking world is responding to this information is critical to keep an eye on. You cannot be blindly investing, and I'm going to keep you guys up to date in the loop every single day. I post daily videos. I also do tons of giveaways. I'm giving away a 10-ounce Wall Street silver bar. Go check out that entry video. I'm also going to be doing another giveaway once I hit 45K. So tons of free silver giving away. But the most important reason you need to be subscribed is because of the information that I'm shedding light on a daily basis. Now, we see this massive surge in silver price is actually basically green across the board except for palladium. We see gold around, it broke above $1,800 again, silver approaching mid $27. I mean, that's really good news because it was dipping for a while. But what's going on, right? We saw the markets down yesterday from Janet Yellen talking about interest rates, talking about the rate of the economy, but it looks like that was almost a false flag, and I called that yesterday in my video. People took her words out of context. Didn't look, they took things they took things to up front. They read the headline, but they didn't read the article. You get what I'm saying? So let's jump into this. So silver price analysis. Silver's risk reversal stays bullish for third consecutive day. 1 month risk reversal of silver, a gauge of calls to puts, rises for the third consecutive day during May, per the latest data from Reuters. This goes hand in hand with the white metals uptrend that recently eased from the intraday high of $26.73, up 0.65% on the day, around $26.63. By the press time of early Thursday, risk reversal flashes to 0.85 figure for May 5th after rising 1 and 0.35 respectively during the previous 2 days. So technically, a short-term rising wedge restricts silver's price moves between $26.10 and $27, with momentum indicators suggesting a pullback in the latest run-up. So if we're going to see a pullback, it's going to be around this, around what they're even calling around $27.50, but it doesn't mean it's going to crash, right? You need to make sure that you don't, catastrophize things or over-dramatize things. Take things for what they are. $27.50, still a steal for me. I mean, it's not like, oh, that's too high for me to start passing on buying some silver, but this is critical what happened, right? And this article right here explains it perfectly. Silver bulls stepping at the final hour. Silver was bid to Wall Street as the US dollar stays put, waiting the NFP this week. In the US Treasury market, yields were lower and weighing on the greenback. So we knew that the dollar was going to rise from what Janet Yellen was talking about. And since precious metals and the dollar have a direct correlation, when gold and silver is high, the dollar is low, and when the dollar index is high, gold and silver is low. So since the dollar was stronger yesterday, that had a negative impact on silver. But right now, things are reversing. So what's happening? So silver is currently trading around, or gold is currently trading around $1,700 in the Wall Street close, having traveled from a low of $1,770 to a high of $1,786, while the white metal rose about 0.45%. So that was back yesterday. Nowadays, gold broke past 1,800. So meanwhile, the US dollar was near flat after moving off more than 2-week highs following some softer than expected US economic data ahead of the non-farm payrolls showdown event. First, as what we can be sometimes presumed as the prelude to the public jobs data, the U.S. private payrolls rose most in 7 months in April. The ADP data showed that companies boosted production to meet a surge in demand amid massive government spending arising from the vaccinations. However, the 742,000 private jobs created fell short of the 800,000 expected by economists in Reuters poll. So, nevertheless, the dollar index remains stationary, consolidating the recent two-way price action. Meanwhile, the U.S. Treasury market yields were struggling for air. So looking ahead for the week, payrolls probably surged again, helping by fiscal stimulus and easing of the restrictions. So this could underpin the U.S. dollar and weigh on metals. So there's a lot of back and forth, as you can see. If you're seeing what I'm saying, one thing shows bullishness, one thing shows a little bit of bearishness. Then it's gonna, it's a ping pong match. And I like covering all of these different things because as you get to see throughout video after video, when one video or one article is talking about why silver is going to stay low, the next article is talking about why silver is going to go up. And that literally happened yesterday. I made 2 videos. The first one was talking about Janet Yellen talking about that and how it's going to keep prices low. And the second video is literally contradicting everything that the first article is talking about. It's saying why this is actually bullish for silver. And I do that to show you guys you can't take media too serious. You can't take these articles too serious, especially with something like silver, where speculation is becoming so conformed into it, where it still is, it doesn't have as much pull. It's not as dramatic as people try to play it out to be. And that is probably for media attention or clicks or views. And I like to be transparent and show you guys, look, regardless of what the dollar index is doing today or tomorrow or even next week, in the grand scheme of things, silver's still going to come out on top. Silver's still headed to these higher numbers, and hence the reason why we're investing into it. Don't let these everyday articles steer you away or put fear in your heart or lose your faith in the first reason you started stacking silver, altogether. So the highest index from July 2015. And I like this article because it goes over bonds, cryptos, dollar largely tried water today. Commodities rode for a record 16th straight day today. And this is commodity chaos continues after, or stocks refuse to bounce after Janet's jolt. So this article right here, it goes over all the different things. You can see the Dow, it goes over stocks, it goes over everything actually. So some of these are funny. Treasuries are were modestly bid up today, improving late as stocks slumped. It's barely outperforming the week with 7-year down. The 10-year tested 1.6 again, but couldn't hold on. Dollar oscillated around tight range, ending in unchanged. Loonie at 4-year highs. Crypto was modestly higher today, but Ethereum traded in a narrow range, unable to make a new record high for a change. Interesting, because we know there's a lot of stuff happening with Ethereum and its supply shortages. So oil hit a new cycle high before it tumbled back down. But yeah, so you can see commodities continue to charge higher. So gold managed to hold to its gains with futures hovering around $1,780. So yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff is getting affected by this. And this article just shows that some things it's negative, some things it's positive. Commodities right now, this is definitely affecting to the up, right? But in the grand scheme of things, like I always try to get across in my videos, the grand scheme of things, silver stackers are always going to get the last laugh. And if you are someone who is emotionally invested, in which, I mean, I get it. If you're a new investor, if you start stacking in the silver in the middle, if you start investing into anything during this time period where so much is happening, so much crazy, chaotic information in the middle of a global pandemic is happening, you're already off to a very shaky start. I mean, you're going to have to learn how to push your emotions aside a lot quicker than someone who started a couple years ago when things weren't like this, right? We're living in a completely different day and age. Regardless, silver was still going to come out on top. Regardless, the dollar was still going to collapse. The pandemic just sped things up times 10. It really has. So if you are someone who started in the middle of the pandemic, you're going to have to learn how to adjust and adapt accordingly and work to put your stack or your portfolio in your favor. All you got to do is adjust and tweak it. Now, it's not that easy to say all you got to do, but I do post daily videos covering the stuff I make, and not just me. There's tons of other silver channels that put out great content every day, shedding light on these instances, shedding light on these articles, shedding light on this information, talking about how it's going to affect the price of silver, why the metals or why the markets are doing this, and most importantly, what you should do about it. So yeah, this is what I really wanted to shed light in this video. I do have some other stuff that I'm going to be going over today, so stay tuned for that. I also posted a video earlier today, so yes, 3 videos in one day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back, and I'm coming back stronger than ever. A lot of information is coming out, so expect at least 2 videos every day. I'm going to try to head towards 3 videos, one probably around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard, one around like 4 or 5 p.m., and then one around 9 or 10 p.m. So every day, morning, midday, and then nighttime, always check out videos. I might actually have a schedule so you can know exactly what times to tune in when a video is live, but right now I'm just going to kind of play it by ear. But I do have to keep this up. There is a lot of stuff happening. There's so much I need to cover, so many things, not only from the supply shortage, not only just from the stimulus, not only from the gold to silver ratio. I mean, there's so many different things happening, and to keep my audience up to date with it all is extremely important to me, and I'm sure that's some of the reasons why you guys subscribe, because you expect me to keep you guys up to date with all of it, not just showing or shedding light on one part of the story. I want to give you guys the whole picture, because when we are at the end of the day talking about silver, there's a lot of different, there's a lot more to the story than just buying silver and selling it. There's a lot to this, and that's a beautiful part about it as well. So anyways, the link to these 3 articles will be in the description. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. I post daily videos. If you want a chance to win a 10-ounce Wall Street silver bar, the thing is wicked. It's absolutely wicked. Go check out the entry video. I actually unboxed the bar in that video, so you can go check it out. I'm also going to be doing a 45,000 subscriber giveaway. So if you click that subscribe button, you're making that happen a little bit sooner, because we're around, I think, 700 or 800 subs away. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.